Right, now then, we're introducing Parr's end table to be used on the narrower necked sewing machines. This is a Brother 180. The end table fits all FS Brother machines. Now then, we've listened to you and we know that when you're using the rulers, you're coming up against the neck of the machine there and it's interrupting your pattern. And usually you would start to work sideways like so, because you've got lots of area there then to use. So we've come up with the Parr's end table. Now before I turn the machine, which is what is involved, I'm going to show you the settings on the machine. Most machines will need to go up 2 numbers on your top tension because you're introducing plastic on the top of fabric to get that beautiful stitch underneath. On this machine, the centre position of the needle is number 2. Now, because we have a generic foot here, the Parr's ruler foot, we need to bring that needle a little bit further over to the centre. So using the zigzag width knob, put her, by the look of it, 2 numbers, yes, and that brings me into the centre of the foot. Okay? Now I'm going to turn the machine because we don't have to use those instructions there because we're using free motion. We've dropped the feed, so we're not using any of those, and I'm just setting the machine. Right, now I'm going to bring in Parr's end table, and it's called an end table because it's put on the end of the sewing machine. And I'm making it look really difficult, but it's really not. Right, and every machine has a different insert, and they have 2 points to locate. So if I put that there and that there, that's locked that in, and all we need to know is the make and model of your sewing machine to produce the insert to go into the end table, because the end table has these lines here so that we can reset everything. Bring the table up to the machine and nuzzle that side, the left hand side, up against the edge of the machine, and the front and the right side. You've got bolts for legs so that you can adjust the height to your table and your machine. So when you're happy that everything is running nice and smoothly, put your mat on, centralise it, smooth it down, and we're ready for the off. Okay, so we'll do some hearts. I'm going to do a border of hearts, and I'm working as I normally do from the bottom up. So stitch and bring it round. Slide it up, and because you've got all this area for your fabric and you're only using the depth of that ruler to go backwards, you can do any of the patterns. Bring it round and slide it. A nice run on a cotton there, you know what I'm like, ladies. Now when we want to come back down, slide the ruler around and bring it down. Put your scroll lines on and stitch round. Slide down. You're only ever the depth of that ruler. So you're not having to turn the fabric still. Bring it round and slide it down. Take your fabric out. And slide around. And cut your thread. So you're getting your patterns, because you're working that way, you can get that ruler into the depth of your neck. so you're not having to work that way. Lovely end table. Curved so it takes your fabric nicely. It supports your fabric. And we'll go more into depth as we go along with the history of this table to show you the flexibility of it with your ordinary sewing and with your quilting and free motion. Enjoy.